Oh, aren't you sweet?
With co-anchors, you can't.
I'm going to still eat in your ear, though.
It's fine.
All right.
The Glass Slipper Fits State Championship, beating Lunenburg 3-2. Ball on the backhander. That's 1-0 Greenfield. Here's one. And slams it home. Aaron Landry is going to go all the way to the house. Greenfield wins the Division 3A State Championship, beating Lunenburg 3-2, and then mugging Riley Grove.
All right, welcome to Frontier Regional High School, where the Frontier Redhawks are taking on the Franklin County Eagles, I believe. Just trying to get that. It is senior day here for Frontier Regional seniors, and we'll be starting shortly after a brief introduction. Oh, I got tongue twisters going in here. So, as we're setting up for today's game, we've already had our captain's practices, and we're just waiting right now for introductions of the teams. And so normally we have 2 or 3 night games where we do the introductions. This is the first time during a day game that we're doing something like this.
Should be a good game. Both teams look like they are fairly evenly matched. We should see some good competition.
And we're good to go. Take it away, Maddie.
Number 8, Lorenzo Buccaroni. Number 9, Lauren Ross. Number 10, Caitlin Trudeau. Number 11, Meredith Bistrick. Number 12, Addison Stacy. Number 13, Emily Eastman. Number 14, Kira Boleno. Number 15, Holly Hicks. Number 16, Kylie Boleno. Number 17, Hayden Woods. Number 18, Kira Stevens. Number 23, Jordan Anderson. And number 24, Kristen Viradek. And now for the Frontier Red Hawk lineup. In goal, Kyra Richards. Number 16, Haley Hukowski. Number 20, Brianna Storozic. Number 10, Madison McKemmy. Number 18, Summer Sobieski. Number 13, Rebecca Wallace-West. Number 5, Lila Roach. The other goalie, number 99, Ella Flanders. Number 11, Chelsea Camp. Number 19, Emma Clancy. Number 2, Shelby Clark. Number 1, Emily DeMeo. Number 22, Maeve Hewitt. Number 15, Malak Ibrahim. Number 23, Lily Markey. Number 21, Emily Plass. And now for our seniors. Number 3, Allison Barnes. Number 9, Brooke Flanders. Number 8, Maddie Lustenberger. Number 12, Devin Prusak. Number 6, Savannah Upton. And Amelia Sobieski.
Hey, thank you for those introductions as the teams will. Are we doing?
No,
All
I
right.
don't think.
No. All right. So once they come off the field, we're going to get this game started. As an
Are we on?
announcement of.
Are we on? Because I'm not hearing audio.
We are on? You're on. So.
Okay.
Alrighty. So as we're getting started, the girls are picking up their sticks, putting on their goggles, putting in their mouth guards underneath their masks to be fully equipped to be ready to go out and play today. Starting lineup for Frontier is Emily DeMeo, Allison Barnes, Savannah Upton, Maddie Lustenberger, Brooke Flanders, Devin Prusak, and in goal is Ella Flanders.
Yeah, and for Tech, the starting lineup's going to look like Krista Venice, Kendra Campbell, Emmeline Thurston, Lauren Ross, Caitlin Trudeau, in goalkeep, Kaylee Bellino, and Kara Stevens.
Excellent, excellent. So we're excited to.
We're moving right along.
Exactly. And once again, we see Frontier donning their pink socks in support of breast cancer awareness.
Very noble cause.
And it looks like we got matching refs with
Ah,
their
look at
pink
that.
shirts too. So,
A lot of pink today.
yeah. So this is our last broadcast with field hockey. They have one more game away next week with against Greenfield. But this will be our last home game.
Yeah, we won't be there to cover that one.
Yeah, no, we won't be able to. But we'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, we're going to make the most of this one.
So this is the first time Franklin County Tech and Frontier have met in a really long time. So Tech starts off with the ball with a back pass. Intercepted by Devin. All right, we have some bunching going on. We really need to see that bunch, see them get spread up hard. All right, so we have a hack on Franklin County Tech. So it's going to be a self-start just above the 25. So with this, you can actually just do a quick drive. You don't have to carry it the 5 yards. Devin came in. Oh, there was a little kick there, but nothing was called. All right, and Franklin County's making really good time getting up the field. Over the 50, they have the advantage with the self-start.
Yeah, and that'll start with some nice defense shown by Caitlin Trudeau.
So all right, Frontier's back in control, bringing it up. Yeah, she's chipping away at it little by little. So that helps gets it through this field. But it also creates opportunities for people to come in and take it. But Frontier's done a really good job controlling the ball up the field over the 25, and they're just outside of the circle, which now goes back to Franklin County Tech. Oh. I want to say there's probably a little bit of moisture on that field. Today feels like slightly damp day. So Franklin County Tech is taking advantage of that self-start. They've got it up over the 50. They just rolled it into the 25. And Allison Barnes for an infraction, obstruction, self-start. Franklin County Tech has it in the circle, and we have the sweep coming out. It's backing in. This is a tough little Franklin County Tech team.
Yeah, they're playing with some grit today.
We should see a great game. Corner called on Frontier. So the Franklin County Tech's going to take it to the top of the 25 and bring it in. Remember, they got to carry it 5 yards before they can make a pass. So let's see how that goes. Oh,
Look
Yeah.
at that breakaway from Frontier.
yeah, Maddie Lustenberg's taken up and got a stick on that ball, which allowed Franklin County Tech to take it back.
Franklin County Tech has done an amazing job of just capitalizing on the smallest of mistakes Frontier's made.
Exactly. So we have a foot called on Frontier, self-start, very quick self-start there, which helped with the advantage, caught Frontier off guard defensively.
And Frontier showed off their offensive skills in the last home game they had with an impressive win over Athol. We can repeat that success here tonight.
Well, we're hoping. It's senior day for our Frontier
night.
seniors. All right.
It's going to be dark later, so technically it's night.
So, another corner called on Frontier. Franklin County Tech takes it at the top to the 25. They'll start it again.
This team is traditionally under the lights.
So, traditionally, our senior game is under the lights. But
Spotlight right there.
due to the new COVID rules and regs, I guess that had an influence on whether it could be a night game or not. So,
Obviously, COVID's changed a lot, but the game's still the game, and the players are still here to play. So
exactly. So Emily DeMeo is trying to work her way out, and
Picks
so
it
Franklin
up
County
to
Tech.
Prusak. Getting across the midline. Two defenders. Stops the drive, but Frontier got a good push there.
Yep, a little bit of a hack going on. So self-start by Frontier. Frontier really needs to think about doing a quicker self-start. Take advantage.
Always pushing middle.
We're in the circle.
Over to Maddie. Trying to hit it inside.
Oh,
Stopped.
and that was a foot on Frontier. And Franklin County Tech's going to take it from the top of the circle.
Emily
Foot.
just scoops it right back.
Yep. Got to be aggressive, got to move to the ball. Got to keep that stick on the ball, feet to goal. Nice defensive move. It's just tapping up
Yeah.
the ball away and interfering with that. Some great stick movement heading towards goal.
Yeah, and Tech's not going to let Frontier get easy looks. They want to get up in their face, make sure that they aren't getting the offensive movement that they want.
Exactly. So, nice little drive. Got it up over the 25 and out. That was a call against Frontier
Pushed
as
back up
Franklin
the other
County
way.
is heading back up the field over the 50. Rebecca Wallace-West is on the sideline. Looks like she's coming in for Maddie Lustenberger. And we found at the last game that frequent subbing, fresh legs,
Yes,
really played
yes.
an important role in the second half.
Frontier's depth was huge for them. And obviously, they're playing against another team that has a lot of depth as well, Franklin County Tech. They have a lot of players they can sub in and out to keep the energy alive on the field. Frontier's now pushing it right towards Tech.
I mean,
Nice
team
movement there.
up into the circle, a shot on
Stopped,
goal,
stopped
deflected.
again. Nice stopping there by Bellino on 2 different shot attempts.
Ooh. And call against Frontier. Starting at the top of the circle for Franklin County Tech. We'll see if she's going to go for the drive to see if she can get some advantage. She's going to the outside, hitting the wing on the outside, heading up the line. Franklin County Tech pushes it up into Frontier, so reversal here.
So we're going to see a drive up here by Tech trying to get it past Frontier's defenders. It's going to be stopped there. Nice defense by Lila Roach.
Yep. Whoop. Emily trying to get it to Devin on the outside, but Franklin County Tech's got a stick on it. Franklin County Tech's reverse attack.
Both teams just going toe to toe, not trying to give the other a large edge here early.
Nice, into the circle.
Good movement here.
Up corner called against Franklin County Tech. So Frontier will start at the 25. I am so missing our corners. So missing
Been a
our
repeated
corners.
disappointment for you throughout the season.
I know. Oh!
Gets it past 3 Frontier defenders, pushing it up here. A
Allison,
rush back.
yeah, Allison tried to go in for the drive, and Franklin County Tech was right on top of
Yeah.
it. All right, Lila Roach came in for the steal.
To
Yeah.
Prusak.
Devon's using the line, moving it up. Pops right out of bounds. Franklin County Tech ball. So Brooke Flanders
Right in
jumps
that
in.
line.
Overruns the ball. The ball just stopped dead on
Yeah.
Devon there, and forward momentum. She went over the ball, so that is called an obstruction. So reversing it back.
Both teams playing with a lot of fast pace
Yeah.
here. Neither willing to give an inch.
Yep. Savannah Upton is in for Devon, and Maeve Hewitt is in for Brooke Flanders.
Thurston
So
hits it up the field. Over to Campbell.
we're
That's the
seeing
other
a lot
way.
of bunching going on. We really
Yeah.
want to see the offense when they're in control of the ball. You really want to spread yourselves out.
Yes, being able to move out the ball is huge for getting good offensive looks.
Spread that defense out. Savannah's moving
3
up.
on 1, Frontier's numbers.
Looking like the grass is just a little bit longer
Yeah.
today.
See a couple of stop dead plays almost, where the ball's moving and then it just hits a divot or something.
All right. So
Nice
Savannah
block
knocks
there.
down the ball. She's still on top of it. So a lot of stick tackling going on. Maeve Hewitt just interrupted the drive by Franklin County Tech.
Emily's now driving
Emily
middle.
heading to goal. Another shot and miss.
So far, it's been a game of runs. Both sides playing with a lot of pace here.
Yeah, a lot of energy being used out there, back and forth. All right, obstruction by Frontier, and back and forth again. We're looking. Look. I was looking at one ref, and I think the other ref called it.
Yeah, he signaled to his knee. I'm not sure.
That would be a foot.
There you go.
I just didn't see the arm. I was waiting
Yeah.
to see the arm. All right, Lila Roach is still
Nice pass inside.
pushing it all the way up over the 25. Emily DeMeo is one-on-one. Ref calls it for Franklin County Tech self-start. Maeve Hewitt
Oh.
comes in. Ooh.
Hard stop.
That was a lot of noise on that one.
Weaving inside.
Emily going up. Another shot. And kicked out by the goalkeeper, Kylie Balanov.
Frontier's had quite a few shots so far, none falling. Franklin Tech's goalie doing some work early here.
I have 3 shots on goal. How many?
I had 4,
You have 4 kicked away? Okay.
and I have 1 on Frontier, but
Whoa, all right. So we have a interference with view. So Franklin County Tech start making their attack. They have it in the circle. They lifted it up. It is now a Frontier ball. That was a dangerous.
all right.
So Frontier's going to start at the top of the circle.
Just around 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's been a fast-paced game with a lot of action in it. Neither side being able to take a scoring advantage yet.
All right, so Allison with the drive. Unfortunately, Franklin County Tech was able to get there, but Emily DeMeo comes in, scoops it away.
Oh, Frontier pushing. Oh, they lost
the
it.
ball
Another.
just stopped. It just stopped.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
frustration
a nice
of
kick
it all.
up the field. Tech's trying to scramble to
Nice.
get back here.
All right, we got it pushed into the circle, but Franklin County Tech defense is right there.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
gotta give Tech's defenders credit there for being able to clear that drive. That could have been dangerous for them.
Exactly. All you needed was one step around that defender. It would have been one-on-one with the goalie. All right, Rebecca Wallace-West passes it into Emily. Emily still cut control.
Fighting two Tech players. Oh,
Whoa!
stick on the ground.
Emily loses her stick. And let's see. All right. Call against Frontier. Not sure what it was, but Franklin County Tech has the start at the top of the
Yeah.
circle.
Thurston will sub out for Trudeau for Tech.
So Savannah interrupts that run. And we have a foot call on Franklin County Tech. Self-start by Maeve. Maeve drives through to the circle. Nobody can get
Yeah.
control of it.
Both teams just battling for an edge early here. Tech now
Yeah.
pushing it the other way.
Yep. Oh,
Stopped.
stopped by Maeve Hewitt. Moving it back to the 25. We have a foot called against Maeve. There was a lot of bumping and
Yeah.
moving around going on there. So you have to remember you got to give 5 yards to the person starting. Nice
Well, he
drop
knocks
on
it out
that
of the
ball.
air.
Emily was able to drop it in the mid-air in front of her, bringing it to the circle. Loses it to Franklin County Tech. Franklin County Tech on that counter attack. See if they can get it up over the 50.
Eastman helping to push up the pace. Nobody's there for it, though.
Yeah.
Now it's another scramble that ensues.
All righty. So Lila Roach taking it to the outside. Call. We got just about a little over 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And you want to remember we're doing 4 quarters instead of 2 30-minute halves, so 4 15-minute quarters. There'll be a 2-minute break in between first and second quarter. All right, Frontier starts.
Both teams just going toe-to-toe, not backing down.
Let's see if we can
Pushing
get
up middle.
some movement, get a shot on goal
pass
before
two.
time runs out. And, corner. So, see what
That'll
happens.
do
You
it
got
for
a
the
horn coming.
first.
All righty.
3 pumps.
All right, that's the first quarter. Score 0-0. Both teams playing with a lot of pace, a lot of energy.
Lots of shots on goal for Frontier, but they just haven't been able to find the hole.
Yeah. And I think a lot of credit is earned for Kaylee Bellino, who's done a great job stopping some Frontier shots early here to make sure that that score stays level.
Yeah. So each team, there's no longer the ability for timeouts because of the 4-quarter system that they're using this year. So I'm sure both teams are getting a good talking to on how to strengthen up those lines, maybe spread out a little bit, and move to the ball.
Yeah, and what would be your big suggestion towards Frontier? Is the bunching the problem, or?
They really got to spread it out. Give and go's got to work.
Yeah.
We have seen many instances where they're moving the ball and it just stopped dead and they overran the ball.
I suppose that's just a little bit of bad luck, though.
Yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I
Yeah.
guess. With field conditions, Frontier's always been known for having a nice grass field. We are playing out here on the football field, so there are some dead spots or little gaps here and there left over from last football season kind of thing, versus where the varsity normally plays, which is closer to the parking lot. And that makes a big difference. But to hear the compliments from the visiting teams when they do come to Frontier as to how nicely the field is maintained, not a lot of dead spots. This is a slightly different home field.
Yeah, and obviously a large shout out to the landscaping crew at Frontier doing some amazing work. Well-deserved compliments. But that should do it for the break here in just a second. We'll see if the pace adjusts and if a team can take an advantage or not.
Yeah. So numbers-wise, Frontier has 21 players. Franklin County Tech has 18.
Okay.
So there's lots of opportunities to keep those legs
Yeah.
fresh.
Exactly. Both teams very deep, can swap in and out players when needed.
Yep.
So it's obviously going to help for the long run, especially when you start getting in that third and that fourth quarter. When fatigue really starts to set in, it helps having a nice bench.
It does. And both teams, you know, are carrying quite a few ninth graders. There are 3 seniors for Franklin County Tech, and then it looks evenly distributed between 9th, 10th, and 11th graders.
Good split.
And as we're watching here, we got Advantage Frontier. As they're making their way back to the circle, they got to find the hole in the goalie.
And Tech has done a nice job of protecting the perimeter of the circle, not trying to let Frontier really get into the interior of it.
So corner called against a foot on Franklin County Tech. So Frontier's going to start at the 25. Now, one of the things you're watching is if the infraction or the obstruction is called against the team, one team, they can't touch the ball. Only the ball, only the team that will be doing the self-start can start.
All right, Prusak's right inside with it.
Oh, another
Emily,
shot on
another
goal,
shot
miss.
on goal. It's blocked.
Looking for that rebound, can't quite get a stick on
Staying
it.
with it. Tech clears it. Roach right back inside with it.
Yeah, Lila Roach keeping it in the circle. She's moving it to the outside, trying it from a different angle. Devin looking to get it to the center. Another shot
get
on
around.
goal. Oh,
open.
wide open goal at one point. Oh.
Very close there. A lot of good looks for Frontier.
Yep. Eventually it was lifted and a Franklin County Tech player got in the way. So, corner called on Franklin County Tech. Now, Lila's looking to get it back into the circle, back on a stick at Frontier. Devin
Prusak's
with
right
the
there
shot.
with it. It's in.
And goal for senior Devin
Talk
with
about
an
senior
assist.
night.
with an assist from Lila Roach. So at 13-13 in the second quarter.
And it's Frontier seniors who are going to strike first. We'll see if Tech can respond here. And obviously, an underrated thing is team morale. You know, that first goal is so huge and
Yes.
shifting the way that the team's going to think of the game.
That energy level,
Yeah.
the drive can be really huge with that first one. I mean that it took seven shots on goal for that first one to go in.
Yeah.
So we have a call against Frontier. We're starting at the top of the circle for Franklin. The fur is really tough.
All right, 12.5 to go here in the second. Chip upfield.
Maeve
Tough.
Hewitt intercepts that drive,
Yeah.
but countered by Franklin County Tech as they bring it up back pass, trying to get it over the 50.
Cheryl fighting Prusak on this one. Back over.
Devin's working it, trying to get around. And foot called against Franklin County Tech. Devin with the self-start to Emily into the circle.
Emily weaving inside.
Oh,
Takes the
shot on goal.
Stopped. Another one.
Rebound by Rebecca Wallace. Goal, 12:01 for Rebecca Wallace.
Frontier firing on all cylinders here.
Exactly. That was one shot off the goalie. She got that rebound off the goalie.
Yeah.
And that I know they spend a lot of time in practice working on getting that rebound when it comes off the goalie.
Looks like we're going to have two sub-ins here.
So we have Savannah Upton and looks like Maddie Lustenberger going back in for Rebecca and
I believe it was Emily.
Emily. 2 quick goals in the second quarter.
Obviously, Tech has to start to stem that bleeding and start to turn the tides here.
You always wonder what are the coaches saying in the circle to
Yes.
fire up the girls?
Yes.
What little adjustments are they mentioning to really make it work for them?
Joe against Maeve.
Both teams are working really hard right now.
Thurston now with it.
All right. Call against Frontier and Franklin County Tech with the self-start. The Franklin County Tech is looking. They have 4 people up on the attack, and they're holding 2 defense back because you can have that quick change up.
And I think they're worried about how quick Frontier can stem the tide. So they're keeping a couple defenders.
Right. So it's a different thought of play here, where Frontier moves as a team up and down the field.
Fight for it here.
So Maeve Hewitt with the steal coming up, passes it up to Devin. Devin is moving
Devin
it
stays
past
with it.
1 player, 2 players, and a bounce off her stick.
Thurston will save it to clear for Tech.
Tech comes up with it. I have to just say Tech, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to shorten a couple of things.
Yeah.
Simplicity.
So Shelby Clark just went in to give Devin a rest.
Nice stop there. Brooklyn
Brooke,
pushing it up.
one of our seniors, nice stop, passes it up to Shelby. Shelby's carrying it up along the
Driving
sideline.
the line. Nobody's back there.
And advantage. There was a kick by Tech. So advantage was towards Frontier. Frontier is with the self-start. Brooke on that self-start. And Lily Markey's in for Maeve Hewitt. So as we mentioned in past games, the players are playing slightly. Oh, Chelsea Camp in there, breaking up that play. But they're coming in and they're playing slightly different positions.
Yeah.
Some of the forwards are playing back, playing more of a midfielder.
It's a lot more fluid.
Yeah. And at any time, you have to be ready to take the charge.
Met him there. Because they can't bring it up.
So Maddie's
It's to Maddie.
heading in.
Maddie on the
She's
inside.
in the circle. And
Shut off by Tech.
Yep. So Tech's here, self-start, and Brooke is right there to take that ball. Gets it over the 25. Nobody's there, so she followed the ball.
Frontier's just keeping that pressure on Tech. Not giving them a chance to breathe. Shelby now has it.
Shelby moving it forward. Obstruction against Tech.
Tech setting up their defense here. Trying not to give Frontier a 3-0 lead.
Back pass to Chelsea. I think what they were trying to do was to do that back pass with the drive into the circle. Defense has been. Oh! I think she stepped on the ball. We have a timeout. She may have twisted an ankle.
Yeah, it did not look good.
That ball just kind of slowed down all of a sudden.
Frontier takes any other respect.
So as we have a stop and play, coach is going out to check the Franklin County Tech player. I didn't get a number.
I think it's either 8 or 9, which would be either Buccaroni or Ross.
So hopefully, it's just a rolled ankle and she can walk it off. But because the coach came onto the field, they do have to do a substitution.
I see you hope for nothing serious.
So it looks like the refs are deciding who's going to start with the ball.
Yes, it was Lauren Ross, the injury, by the way.
Lauren Ross, okay.
So we send our thoughts, and we hope for quick recovery and just a minor injury, nothing serious.
Yep.
So Tech will sub in.
So sometimes with that we're not quite sure how to do it. Sometimes they'll start with a bully, but they're not doing bullies. So a bully is when you have one player from each team, and they do a clap and then a start to the ball.
Okay.
But because of the COVID, trying to spread the players out, I'm not quite
Thurston will have it.
sure how they started, but
They just did, so we're back in it.
Tech with the start, obstruction on Frontier. Tech with the self-start doing a reverse pass.
Eastman trying to pass it
Savannah
back.
gets a stick on it.
Thurston minimizing the damage. Back up for Tech.
Ooh, that was a major hack.
Yes.
You got to be careful. You got to slide your stick in from the ground. You can't come over the top because that is a red flag for the refs. So, Franklin County Tech with a capitalizing on a self-start and catching Frontier flat-footed.
Yeah, and Frontier's had to scramble back on this defense. It seems like almost like they weren't really ready for the Tech offense.
Yeah. All right.
Just inside.
And it goes wide. So when if the goalie doesn't touch it, they don't count it as a shot on goal.
Okay, important to know. Minus that one.
So it's only when it's a direct shot on goal and it's deflected or saved.
Yeah, when there's contact almost.
Yeah.
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 So Trudeau will sub in for Tech.
So Lily Barkey's bringing it up. Gives it a little lift, but it was on the high side as it passed by a Tech player, calling that a dangerous. So self-start by Franklin County Tech. They're going to move the ball to where the infractions happened.
And you have to give Tech credit. They've done a great job of spacing their spacing their offense here.
Exactly. Ooh. Calling obstruction and self-start.
Inside.
Right.
There you go. That's
There's
one.
a shot on goal.
Oh, they're staying with it here.
Oh! And we have a goal by Franklin County Tech.
Did you get a player on that?
I did not.
Okay.
I happened to look down. We'll see if we can find out.
And obviously, Tech cutting that deficit in half that Frontier had over them.
Number 4. So Lillian Ross with the goal.
Two subs here for Frontier, being Sobieski and McKemmy.
All right, so 5:52 in the second quarter, scored by Lillian Ross. It's a 2-1 game. Anything can happen today.
Yes, and that's a huge momentum boost for Tech. 'Cause Frontier almost had a chokehold on them here in the first quarter. Being able to turn that around slowly.
Yes. This has been a really hard-fought game on both sides. All right, Lily Markey with the self-start up to, I think that's Emily on the outside.
I think it's actually Sobieski.
Oh, okay, Summer Sobieski. You are correct.
It's hard to see the numbers from far away.
The older you get, the harder it is.
Yes, sure, I have a little bit of an advantage.
Sometimes I rely on the ponytails. So.
Frontier just trying to clear it out of their side. Nice movement here.
All right, Shelby.
Mahar obviously saying it's your
being
ball,
told
take it.
She wanted to get a fast self-start going and take advantage of the defense. And then the ref called it back, saying it didn't start. So Maddie McKemmy with the self-start, carrying it, bringing it up. Obstruction by Frontier, Tech self-start. Once again, here we don't have much talking going on. They got the defense has to kind of pull together and start talking.
Nice hit upfield. Or to Sobieski.
Bringing it up to the end. All right.
Quick sub in here for Frontier. Maeve will sub in. Sorry to cut you off there.
Nope, that's good. But Frontier really needs to start thinking about doing a quicker self-start, taking advantage of Tech as they're trying to reset their defense.
Yeah, being quick with your pushes is huge to try to catch the defense off guard.
All right, so we have obstruction against Tech, and Lila Roach with the self-start pushes it up to Shelby. Shelby and
Shelby right
Lorenzo
inside with it.
going one-on-one.
And we've passed 2 defenders.
Knocked out of the way. Shelby doing a nice pull.
Trudeau stops it. Gonna push it back Tech's way.
All righty. And Maddie McKemmy's keeping it there, keeping it under the 25. All right. Trying to stay as much as possible on that strong stick is really important, especially at this young age.
Yeah, and Frontier's doing a much better job now of spacing out their offense here.
Absolutely. Oh, foot on McKemmy, and so advantage. Oh,
McKemmy stopped it.
Nice
Sent
stop.
it back.
Like she was moving in the opposite direction and still turned around and caught a tip of it. So right now we're seeing a lot of good defense.
Yeah.
You're noticing a lot of times they're working on an angle, so they're they're not flat. So whichever side the ball is on, that defensive player moves up, the weak side moves back, and you're going to see this scissoring going on. And that is important to try and keep those breakaways from happening going up the field.
Tech is just, again, if they can score here again, it's a completely different game. It essentially resets. 2-2 is almost the same as 0-0.
All right. Whoa. All right. So obstruction by Tech. So Frontier has the self-start just right around the 50-yard line. We have 1:30 left in the second quarter, and then we will be heading into a halftime. The halftime can be up to 10 minutes long. Not sure what the coaches decided on.
I think they said 7.
7. Yeah, they don't like to sit too long.
No. Just enough to strategize against the other team, and then.
All right, we have a call against Frontier, and it's being called back to the start. Even the refs have different whistles. Almost to the point I can barely hear it, so I'm wondering.
Inside we go for Tech.
Yeah. Maeve doing a nice job in containing that player from Tech.
And Maeve just got to pass 3 Tech defenders. And Shelby will take it.
Shelby working it up the line. As you can see, Shelby's keeping her stick low to the ground, and that's really important because those sticks go up and down, up and down. That sends a red flag to the ref.
Yeah.
So they be looking to possibly call something, even if it doesn't happen. So we're, all right, obstruction on Tech. We're at the corner of the circle. Lila looking to come around to the side, centers it. Shot on goal. And deflected by Kylie Bellino.
And that'll do it.
And there is the end of the second quarter. Frontier is up 2-1 with goals first by Devin Prusek, and then the second one by Rebecca Wallace-West.
Tech responded by a goal by Lillian Ross to set the score 2-1 going into the half.
So this is going to be this could be a nail biter going right down to the final buzzer.
Yeah.
And then immediately following the game today, there'll be a senior recognition for the Frontier seniors.
Yes, a little ceremony.
Yes. So right now we're going to just take a break during halftime, and we'll be back with you in about 6 minutes. school with him. All right, we're back from Frontier Regional, and look what happened, Zach.
Yeah. The lights are on.
The lights are on. We are under the lights officially now. So cloudy, slightly cool, but it's good playing weather.
It is.
I think this is really a well-fought game on both sides.
A lot of grit and grind.
A lot of grit and grind. And so we're going to be starting the second half here shortly in just over 20 seconds. And we're looking at a 2-1 lead by Frontier over Franklin County Tech. So
Plenty more to happen in the second half. A lot more action.
a lot more action.
We'll see if Tech can flip the score here and take a lead over Frontier, or Frontier will maintain that advantage.
So and then immediately following, we'll have senior recognition. So
Small ceremony and dedication to all those players that have put in so much for the program.
Exactly. All right, and Frontier is off. We've switched sides. Frontier is now attacking.
I'm like pushing it quick here.
Right up. Oh. All right. Emily was on a nice drive. Got stopped.
Believe it's supposed to be a non-contact sport, but always that term's a little loose of a definition.
They say that about basketball too.
Yeah.
I can go back a few years. Being the center of the team, they used to call us the Smurfs because I was the tallest player. So, all right. Franklin County Tech has control of the ball, working their way up to the 50. Just getting it over the 50, and Lila intercepts and pulls it back.
Campbell was trying to get something going, but Frontier stopped it quick.
Looks like Devin on the outside, moving it over the 25, tries to center it, but it's stopped by Tech. And Emily is not having any part of it. So bringing it down towards the corner, looking to get it across the front of the goal, and the defense is all over.
Yeah, and Tech, they have to start to change the momentum here. They scored that goal. They need just one more to tie it up.
Right. But being senior day.
Yes, there's a little bit of a home field, I should say, bias around here for Frontier. Hope to get that win for the seniors.
Yeah.
And on a strong note.
All right, Rebecca Wallace-West picks up that long pass, brings it over the 25, trying to get it into the circle. She gets too much height on it, and it's called for dangerous. Franklin County Tech responds with the same.
So what height is too dangerous? Is there a certain indication for it, or is it just kind of subjective?
It's very subjective. Very subjective. Some might call it knee-high dangerous. Definitely anything above the waist.
Yeah.
If it's cleared out and there's nobody around it, it's fine.
Oh, a clear out there by the goalie. Speaking about clearing out.
Shot on goal by Frontier, and it was rejected by goalkeeper Kylie Balanoff.
Riley staying with it here.
Lila is keeping that ball inside the 25. She's working really hard.
Now with it.
Rebecca
right in the danger zone.
working,
Little show and go.
shoots at goal, 2 shots, 2 rejects, and Tech defense comes up with the ball. Maeve steals the ball, does a reverse sweep, and it goes wide.
But Frontier, they've changed their offensive layout. At first, it was definitely a drive center, push right through, and now it's more of a spread and get to the open person.
Right, and that's always going to work to your advantage. You still need to keep moving, even within the circle. You can't be complacent. So another lift on the ball. They're trying to get some distance and get some field advantage.
Campbell trying to push it up here for Tech.
And, obstruction by Lila Roach, self-start by Tech. And Allison's there to take that long pass away from Tech.
Allison trying to pass it up to Prusek.
It's always, still that field is giving both teams a little bit of, a problem. All right, foot on Frontier. Tech's self-start.
And Lorenzo will sub in for Bistrick.
All right, Emily trying to come up. Obstruction by Tech. She's still moving forward. She's got it up over the 25. She's got it to the circle, and Lorenzo from Tech comes right in and takes it away.
Pushing it right back
Counterattack.
the other way with it. Look at the speed.
All right, Lorenzo was taking it. He's been mainly playing defense here.
Yeah.
And some minor mistakes that Tech is capitalizing on.
Yeah. That's the thing about Tech is
Ooh, so that was a three-way in because there was blockage of our player as they took the ball from Tech. So they'll call that a three-way.
Hurston now will have it for Tech side, trying to get it into Frontier's
right.
danger zone.
Rebecca got a stick on that as she's trying to bring it up the. Oh, we have a whistle. So the Tech was coming over. That was a hack.
Mm-hmm.
Just a wee bit. All right. Whoa! That would
Whoa.
be a dangerous. She tried to get some distance and missed the ball.
Yeah, and if that Tech player was just a foot closer, that could have been bad.
Yes. And we have seen stitches. We have seen concussions. You know. Oh, that was getting a little hairy there. And Lila came in defensively, swept it out.
Frontier's coaching staff starting to wipe away a little bit of the sweat from the forehead off that one.
Whew. Well, you know, go keep Ella Flanders. This is her first year starting for Frontier varsity, and I'm sure the goalies are usually very chatty, very on top of moving their defense.
Team communication, yeah.
And communication, because you don't want to block the goalie, but you also don't want to let the ball
Yeah,
get that close to the goalie. So
It's a fine balance.
fine balance. All right, so there was some stick pushing going on. Tech comes up with the ball. All right.
I believe they'll stop by Roach.
So the momentum offensively has switched towards Tech's ability. Tech coming in, trying to center it. Lila gets the stick on that ball, pulls it to the outside, looking to clear it up the line to Devin.
Yeah, and Kendra Campbell got really close to looking at a good opportunity there, but Frontier got there just in the nick of time.
Devin was on the move, obstruction by Tech, and self-start doesn't pan out, but Emily is able to get the ball back.
Guess it panned down in a roundabout way. So Emily's going to be pushing. Stopped. Fighting for it here.
Nice stop and go. Up
Right
to
after
Rebecca.
Good
Rebecca
pass.
heading to the goal, trying to get the shot off.
Lose a defender.
Look,
Oh, it's
and
in.
goal by Rebecca.
That's her second.
Second goal for bringing it up. So that's 7:53
Rebecca Wallace-West has caught fire.
in the third quarter. And Frontier's leading 3-1. So now we're resetting. Fresh legs going in. And I think that's going to be huge. Once again, is being able to keep fresh legs in there. There's a lot of running going on.
Savannah, Brooke, and Shelby all sub in for Frontier.
All right, Emily scoops up the ball, heading in towards the circle. It's a 1v2. And called against Frontier, self-start by,
Ooh.
Just quick turnaround here.
Yeah, a lot of movement here for both teams. Back and forth we go.
So, ball controlled by Tech at the moment.
Oh, sticks collide.
Sticks collide, and
Emily grabbing her head.
yeah, it looks like I think Emily may have gotten a partial stick against her head. Ref is looking. It looks like she's shaking it off, though.
Looks like now there's been 2 injury incidents so far this game.
Yeah.
Early, we did predict it was going to be a tough game.
So we'll keep, hopefully this won't slow her down.
Yeah.
she's an intricate part of the defense and moving that ball offensively up the field.
Roach now with it. Pushing it past some defenders. Kicks it up.
Oh, we got a foot called in the circle. Just kind of, it came in hard at her.
Yep. Not much time to react.
Brooke Flanders with the sweep out, and Shelby there to pick up the ball, moving it back towards the center. Emily heading back towards goal. She's not going to let that stick in the head stop
No.
her. And Lorenzo pulling it out.
Goalie stops it there.
Goalkeeper kicks it out. But once again,
Emily sticking
Frontier
with
is
it.
keeping it under that 25. Momentum has now shifted a little bit here.
I think it's resumed to a Frontier dominant stance here.
All right, got a bad piece of the ball on that.
Yeah.
Didn't go very far, not what they were expecting.
Still managed to make it work here. Now Tech's on the push. Frontier's got to recover. Looks like it's going to be a 3-on-3 split.
All right.
Can't quite clear. Tech staying right there with it.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I'm surprised
Yeah.
there was no call there.
collision.
Whoop,
Thurston now with it.
it is. Sticks are flying right now. In the past, you couldn't, if you hit
Clark.
the ball, you couldn't bring the stick above your waist.
Over to Emily. Just Lorenzo there to stop. Past him.
Oh, Emily gets around Lorenzo. Heading to goal.
We're pushing it over.
Yeah,
Cleared.
kicked out by the goal. All right. Corner called against Tech.
And I
So-
think the score doesn't tell the full story here, as we have well into double-digit shot attempts for Frontier on goal.
Yep. They got to start taking that quick look before shooting, looking for that empty corner.
Yeah. If you're Tech, you have to start turning momentum now. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third.
Oh, we're going to have a card obstruction on number
On Campbell, number 3.
3. That'll be probably a 2-minute.
And actually, Lauren Ross is back in for Tech, so it's a good sight to see.
All right, so this is an advantage for Frontier with one less player by Tech
Yeah.
out on the field. Another corner called against Tech, so Frontier starting at the 25.
And I feel like that disproportionately hurts a team when the other team's been putting so much offensive pressure on their defense. To have that one less player is going to
Yeah,
really cause some
right,
problems.
right now. All right, Lila Roach comes out for a break with Chelsea Camp going in. Let's see if Frontier can capitalize. All right, call against Tech obstruction. Self-start at the top of the circle. And doing a reverse pass. Switching the fields, back over to Chelsea.
Good ball
Shot on
movement.
goal.
And-
Oh! Cuts in front of the net. Nobody could get a stick on it.
Everybody was on their toes for that one.
You could hear like
Yes,
the,
an
the
uproar.
crowd. Yes. The bench.
Obviously, good showing for senior night for Frontier.
Yes. Emily DeMeo comes off with Rebecca Wallace-West hustling in.
Tech
And let's see. Tech is
really quick
in
with it.
control. And Chelsea.
It's hard to tell what's going on. It's swapping so much.
Exactly. Emma Clancy's out there. She was able to sweep in. Whistle. Don't know which way to go. Now, once again, it's
Oh,
self-start
really good
by
hit.
Tech. Brooke stops the drive, but Frontier isn't there to capitalize on that push out. Obstruction on Frontier, heading towards self-start for Tech. Tech goes for the drive, trying to get
Kara
position.
Stevens subs in for Tech. Lorenzo will take a break.
And Brooke picks up the ball. There was no Tech person there. And Shelby coming up the line looking, and Fresh Legs
Stopped in
just
her
came
tracks.
in out of nowhere. All righty. we got a Frontier self-start. As you can see, she's repositioning where the referee
Yes.
said it happened. All righty. Brooks going to do the self-start. Nice strong pass up to Shelby. Oh, it just bounced out of bounds. Tech taking it on the sideline. We have less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
And Tech has turned the tides here just a little bit. Starting to try to wiggle into Frontier's side of the field a little bit more here.
Frontier still holding that 3-1 lead.
Campbell versus Clark.
Oh, I think they have like these electronic whistles. Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear. So, especially when you're in the middle of the play, your concentration.
Yes.
Yes. So they're using these
Little
battery
electronic
operated.
beepers almost.
Yeah, battery operated whistles. Because even the refs have masks on and
At the Wallace
don't want to
West.
be blowing spittle when you're blowing the whistle. Oh. All right. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Tech's trying to take advantage. Obstruction by Frontier. Shelby is able to get control. Up. And we have another card on number 13, Emily Eastman. So I'm not quite sure how many minutes, if it's 2 minutes or if they've upped it to the 5 minute. It will carry over into the fourth quarter.
I believe the ref called it for a push, but I could be wrong.
Unfortunately, we're not able to hear
Yeah.
exactly what they were calling.
Becca clears
All
it
right.
back.
Savannah taking it
2
up.
on 2.
Strong push pass up to Rebecca. Picked off by Tech. Once again, still working it. Give and go. Nice look by
Frontier
Rebecca to
not
get
quitting.
it to the
7 seconds
outside.
left. They're going to have to push her quick.
Savannah
Player goes
going to
down.
goal.
3.
Shot
Oh.
on goal. Deflected out.
That'll do it for the quarter.
And that is the end of the third quarter.
Wait a.
Lots of action
Yeah.
going on here.
Wait, the action-packed quarters we've been having.
Yeah, we're second card against Tech. So Tech, again, only has 5 field players versus Frontier 6. So this is, important to be able to capitalize on that,
Yeah.
being down one person. There's been several shots on goal. I counted 6 shots deflected by Kylie Balanoff, the Tech goalkeeper.
Okay. I've just got 14 total. I didn't break it down by quarters.
Yeah,
so.
I'm breaking it down by quarters. It's an
There
old
you
habit.
have it. The pro teaching the rookie.
Hey, we're gonna. I mean, you're going off to college next
Yeah.
year. So once we get you all trained up, we won't have you for next season.
Exactly. I'll be off.
So now it's all a matter of keeping that energy up, keeping the momentum going, taking advantage for Frontier, taking advantage of that offensive wave they have going at this point. Tech's going to really have to stick together, keep that defense. There's going to be probably at least another minute. I didn't see the signal whether it's a 2 or a 5
I
minute.
think it was a 2, but I could be wrong. It
Right.
might have been a 5.
So
Honestly, I think if you're Frontier, the ball's in your side of the field, you don't have to do a lot. If you just use that clock, it's going to be your friend here with that 2-point lead.
right, but you don't want to become complacent.
Exactly. You have to balance it.
Right. You
Don't
wanna-
overexert, but don't be complacent.
Right. You don't want to. You want to use the clock to your advantage, but you also need to still move to the ball.
Yeah.
And we saw that early at the very beginning of the game, not taking advantage and moving, waiting for the ball to come to you. And we saw a lot of just kind of hanging back kind of play in that first quarter. And then whatever Coach Missy Maher said to them.
Yeah, got 'em
Boom,
fired up.
second quarter. So here we are. We're starting the last quarter of the last home game of the
Yes.
2020 season, senior night, under the lights. So here we go.
Shelby will be taking it up midfield for Frontier. Front against Tech. Staying with it.
That Tech player is all over Shelby. And
Yes,
back
Campbell.
and forth, back and forth. No whistles yet.
Good clean play here so far. Kicks it over
So-
Rebecca. Rebecca's going to be pushing inside for Frontier. Trying to get inside that zone.
Yep, she does a nice pull, looking to get it in. Right in front of the goal, shot on goal, kicked out.
Oh, there we go. What a putback play.
One shot, rebounded off, and I believe that was Savannah. Oh, 16, Haley Hatoski.
Unsure if it's 16 or 6 here, folks, so stay, stay tuned on it.
No, 16's here on the sideline. So it's number 6. It was Savannah Upton.
So another senior scoring.
Yes, Savannah scoring in her last home game at approximately 14:10.
Fight for it here.
Nice,
Lauren Ross.
nice way to extend that lead out.
Yeah. Savannah pushing it back up.
All right, we're going to
Frontier
see how
still-
energized that Frontier team is.
Yeah, Frontier still wants more.
But it's exciting to see two of our seniors
Becca
scoring.
ripped it.
All right, Rebecca back on the attack, passing it up, looking, shot on goal, kicked out, working on the rebound. A little bit of lift.
Back up, pass.
Oh,
Oh.
goes wide.
And Tech got fortunate there. The goalie was a little bit out of place, and it went past them, but it was wide right.
All righty. So, being very aggressive today.
Yes.
This fourth quarter, they're putting that attack on.
That's been the story for Frontiers. Their offense has just been simply fantastic. And Tech pushing it up the field now. Stopped in their tracks. Ahead we go for Frontier. Pass over picked off.
All right.
Shelby ends up with it.
So Krista Uzdavinis went in for Kira Stevens.
Stopped.
Another shot on goal. Deflected out. They're just going to keep peppering, I think.
Yes.
They're just going to keep putting the pressure on, keeping it under the 25.
And it's tough because even with such a good defensive team, eventually with so much pressure throughout the game, you're just bound to let up one or two.
Right. So right now, Tech is on the move offensively, up to the 50-yard line, and
Lauren loses it here.
Emma Clancy gets control.
Whoa.
Whoa! Nice drive, but unfortunately it had a little height to it,
Yeah.
and it was called dangerous. So
We talked about that height earlier, so
yeah. So advantage by self-start by Tech at this point. Getting a little nippy.
yeah. Breeze coming in. New England weather. Tech. Oh, that one was way too high.
Yep, she chipped at it. Definitely that was head level for some of the players.
I think that was a
Dangerous.
good example of that dangerous height we were talking
Yeah.
about.
So Brooke Flanders coming out and Maddie McKemmy heading in, one of the freshmen. So on the outside is Tech bringing it up the ball.
Tech's pushing it up the field here now.
Lily Markey is in for
2-on-2.
Emma Clancy. All righty.
call
Here we go.
here.
I was looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Savannah's coming out, and Devin Prusak going in.
Oh, I believe they hit
All right,
someone with a penalty.
all right. Obstruction by Frontier. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Yes, Chelsea Camp.
Chelsea Camp is out. I thought there was a substitution going on. I was wrong. I didn't see the card come out
I'll
of their
try to
pocket,
dribble it there.
so I'm not sure who called it.
Thurston trying to stay with it.
All right, Devin with controlling it, bringing it up towards the 50.
Devin tries to get past the defender.
And
No.
stopped by Tech.
Give credit where credit is due. Tech still not quitting. Trudeau will now have it. Back we go the other way with it.
All right, they got a better hustle. Frontier better hustle back.
Yeah, Lauren Ross.
Oh, advantage on for Tech. Infraction called against Frontier. Self-start by Tech. Tech looking for them to set themselves up.
Campbell with it, trying to get inside that striking zone.
Going.
Gets it inside.
Yep, didn't carry it 5 yards, so Frontier ball. If you do a reverse pass or a slight lateral pass and then drive it in, that will work. But you can't just move it a foot or two and then drive. That's almost like a mental break.
Yeah.
So the more tired you get, those mental mistakes start to happen. All right, Madison McKemmy trying to bring it up along the line here.
Picked up by Campbell. Trying to pass it over.
All right, foot on Frontier.
Thurston now with it.
Attack. Tech
Pass over
is
to
on the
Campbell.
attack.
Campbell over on
Ooh.
Shelby.
All righty.
Try to clear it up midfield.
Yep.
Over to Maddie.
Madison, one of our seniors, Maddie Lustenberger, moving it up the field. Emily Plass is in for Shelby Clark.
Everybody's setting up here now.
There we go.
Just under 8 left to go in the final quarter.
Yep, so Frontier is back at full strength.
Maddie now with it for Frontier. 3-on-2 break.
Oh, nice stick. Got a piece of it.
Yes, nice play there by Trudeau.
So Tech wasn't able to capitalize with Frontier being down a player.
Trudeau
But-
slips it past to
but-
Lauren.
Tech is on the attack. Allison Barnes sweeps in defensively, pulling it to the outside.
Ooh.
Obstruction called on Allison.
It's better to sell the call than not sell it at all, I suppose.
Yeah. And we got to start, self-start, corner. So starting on the 25. Oh.
Missed the corners.
All right.
Devin will pick her up, gets it past Devin.
In the circle. And foot called on Tech coming out to the top of the circle for Frontier. Frontier's looking to quickly move it along, I hope. Here we go. Gets it out to Devin. Devin's got a stick on it. As she comes around and, oh.
Tech trying to do a little bit of damage control here.
You know, Tech defense, you know, slowed that rhythm. That could have been a game changer. Oh.
Devin's
Back
right
in the
back at it.
circle. Shot!
Shots in!
And goal!
I believe it was Maddie.
Maddie Lustenberger gets a goal on senior day. 5th
And
goal
people are loving it.
at 6:12 in the 4th quarter.
Frontier cruising. The seniors
Yes.
dominating. Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of different seniors scored. I think we have 3 seniors total that have scored
Yeah,
so
three
far.
seniors have scored. I'm not sure if who the assist came from. There was an assist in there. I'm not sure who passed it over to her. Came nicely across the front of the goal, and she was able to take
Yeah.
that empty pocket.
And credit where credit is due. Frontier's offense has been amazing, just finding the open player, getting a nice, easy look.
So at this point right now, Tech is still fighting. They're not
Yeah.
giving up. And that's what we want to see. All right, they took a bad bounce, hit Allison in the foot. So we
Oh,
have an advantage.
Miss swing.
Stealth start. All right. And obstruction called against Tech.
Maddie pushing it up. Stopped by Thurston.
Yep. Emily in control, passing it up to Devin. Devin passing it back.
Play 3 here for it. I believe Stacy cleared it for Tech, but it's still going back.
So Frontier is leading. Just about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 5-1. 3 seniors have scored today
Yes.
on senior day.
That's what you love
And
to see.
the lights are on.
Yes. Figuratively and, oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Corner called against Tech. The ball's going to start at the 25. I am so missing the corner. Did I say that earlier?
Yes, I think you have.
All right, drive by Alice into the circle, kicked out by goal.
Block staying with it.
Oh. Not quite sure what's going on.
Makes 2 of us.
One,
Looks
two,
like
three,
a
four,
penalty.
5, 6.
Yes.
It looks like they had,
They took Addison Stacy out.
well, looks like they had 7 players on the field.
Oh, they had an
1,
extra.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5.
No, I don't believe so.
I thought
Yeah, it must have been a penalty.
penalty, but once again, we're not privy to knowing what it was.
Yes.
So 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tech is on the attack, trying to get it up over the 50-yard line. And
Nice stop. Savannah matching the Tech defender.
Brooke, I feel sometimes like I'm two plays behind.
It can be that way.
This. All right, we have
Especially with field hockey, it just moves so quick.
it
It's like,
moves so quick as you're trying to get the words out, and then it just moves. 2 other possessions have happened. It's switched people.
nice drive here for Emily Eastman.
All right. Tech had a
Oh.
nice drive.
Stopped in their tracks.
All right. Haley Hostowski gets the
Wow.
drive, getting that advantage back. Field advantage.
Devin was in a scuffle of it.
Yeah. So some of the
Well,
younger
Eastman
players, some of the 9th graders are getting some play time here, which is really good to see because you really want to be able to develop.
Emily Eastman will drive it up.
Yep.
1-on-2.
Brooke Flanders clearing it out to the side.
Yes.
And there's one
Leah
Tech
Ross trying to
player
get
here.
inside. Stop.
Kicked out by Ella Flanders. I only have 3 shots on Ella.
I have 5.
1 goal.
But again, I could be inaccurate because of that hold, not touching the goalie rule that you told me about. So don't take my numbers as valid. Pushing it back up. Tech's defense is not set. Only 1 defender back for 3 Frontier.
3 on 1. Oh, can't capitalize. Tech catches back up.
And every now and again, you'll see an amazing push, and then the ball just stops.
Stop.
Ooh, no call. Now
Oh.
call.
Not yep. Slightly delayed call against Frontier. Tech trying to move it up, but they haven't had much luck getting it up over that 50.
Under 2 minutes to play. Crunch
this
time.
second half. Brooks staying with it, and keeping a stick on the ground is key. All right. Savannah moving it up
Savannah
over the 25.
And Maddie,
towards
two
goal.
seniors.
Oh, corner called. Thought maybe she would have held the whistle as they were making that advance. So once again, we're starting at the 25 instead of a corner.
The corners are missed.
Look forward to hopefully next
Yeah,
year
seeing them again.
seeing them again. Exactly. So Brooke with the back pass to Brooke. Allison trying to get it into the circle. Oh. Hack called on Frontier. Started. Here we go again. Here comes Tech.
Trudeau up with it for Tech. Trying to push the pace.
Yep. Another hack called on Frontier.
It's helping Tech advance it.
All right. Pushed up into, it went up Brooks' stick. So that's a called against Frontier. Now we got to reset the ball. We got about 37 seconds left.
Yeah. Not much time left. It's going to be a strong Frontier win on senior night. A lot of seniors scoring. Almost a picture-perfect game.
Well, this is a great win for Frontier.
Could Frontier finish it off with one more? That's the question.
Let's
Everybody's
see.
wondering.
Whoa.
Only 17 seconds.
All right, Haley with the self-start for Frontier. Driving
They
it
got
to
10
goal.
seconds. They're right in the zone.
They're there. Let's see if they can keep it down.
Oh, and the stoppages. Gonna do it.
Yes. So, and that's game.
That's
we
it.
hope you can stay with us as we do senior recognition. Once again, Frontier wins against Franklin County Tech 5-1 with 3 seniors scoring on their senior night.
Yes. All right.
So,
This is Frontier Field Hockey brought to you by FCAT.
just going to go change up here. Welcome to Senior Day 2020. As this day may look different as in the past, the focus is still the same. It is an opportunity to take the time to recognize the seniors on the Frontier Field Hockey team. Some of the seniors have been a part of the program since they first stepped onto the field in middle school, and some joined later on. Needless to say, the impact that a senior class can have on a program is memorable. Most often, seniors display commitment, dedication, and resiliency, all of which have been displayed by our 6 seniors that we are recognizing this evening. They have made the individual growth both on the field and off during their career. They have set goals that they have been able to accomplish because of their work ethic and desire to succeed. Teams that work together have the ability to accomplish great things together, and these 6 seniors over the course of their career have had the chance to experience the feeling of winning a Western Mass Championship. That in itself is a memory that they will cherish for the rest of their lives. Although this season there is no championship to be had, rest assured that you are champions in the eyes of your coaches, family, and friends, because a true champion is someone who never gives up. It is at this time we would like to recognize the 6 seniors and their family members. Allison Barnes will be joined by Jill, Brian, Kyle, and Noah. Brooke Flanders will be joined by Heidi, John, and Ella. Maddie Lustenberger is joined by Cindy, Steve, Charlene, Veronica, and Ann. Devin Prusek is joined by JJ, Mike, Jamie, Shane, and Grandpa Richie. Amelia Sobieski is joined by Betsy, Skip, Summer, and Faith. Savannah Upton is joined by Jen and Greg. Let's give a round of applause for the 6 seniors. We would like to also take this opportunity to recognize 3 seniors that have helped get our games up and running online this year with their involvement with FCAT. Megan Self, Noah Lino, and Josh Levine. He's over there. Finally, thank you to FCAT, Kevin Murphy, Stacy, Maddie, and Mr. Sear for their continued effort and support so we could see our season through. Thank you.